Following the release of the shocking human rights report as released by the U.S. State Department, in great desperation, I am reaching out to the international community on behalf of Rwandans. Please come to our help. Rwandans are dying. Rwanda are suffocating, barely able to breathe. To the leaders of the United States of America, especially our President Donald J. Trump, our wonderful Congress, to the leaders of the United Nations, to the leader of the European Union and all the Western world and all the people who can help in some way, please come to the help of Rwandans. People are being killed like flies, like something that has no value. People are dying, but most of the time, you do not hear about this killing. Why? Because the strong man Kagame, the one who rules Rwanda with an iron fist, he has kicked out Human Rights Watch. He has expelled almost all foreign journalists so that most of his daily atrocities and killing are never reported to the outside world. Please do not be deceived. These men put in our face a Rwanda that is shining, but only for the West. But I invite you to find out what is going on inside the real Rwanda. This has been going on for over 25 years, and it's going on every single day. It's not just one people being killed in Rwanda every day. Hundreds of people are dying every single day. According to the report of U.S. State Department, this is what is happening. And this is only the summary. I quote, "Unlawful or arbitrary killings by the state security forces." Did you hear what I heard? Killings by the state forces. Torture by state security forces, including asphyxiation, electric shocks, mock executions. The report tells us arbitrary detention by state security forces, political prisoners. People are being put in prison just because they are running against the president in the national election. Arbitrary or unlawful interference with privacy. Rwanda, with all the technology, people cannot email the desire of their hearts. People cannot speak their minds. People cannot text us and tell us what's on their hearts. citizens inside Rwanda, they have zero freedom of speech, zero freedom of expression, zero freedom of movement. There is substantial interference with the right of peaceful assembly and freedom of association. There is restriction on political participation. There is threats and violence against journalists. As we talk right now, there are journalists, foreign journalists, who were planning to go to Rwanda so that they can report on the 25th year of the genocide commemoration. But many of these journalists have been denied visa to enter into Rwanda. But what about the journalists inside Rwanda? Many have been killed. Others are in prison. Others in exile. And the only independent journalist in Rwanda, in order to survive, you can only copy and paste what the government gives you. That's how you can report. This State Department report shows serious crimes against humanity. I am thankful for this summary and even the details. But I want to tell you, my friend, this is nothing compared to the reality of what is going on in Rwanda, especially right now. The law enforcement, the men in green uniforms, they are going from house to house, arresting people. Things like this are going on. The lives of good citizens are in danger. This report by the State Department tells us in Rwanda there is over 60,000 people in jail in 2018 right now. By now, this number has gone up. And these people in jail, who are they? They are mostly people like you and me. People who have never committed a crime. Inside the jails, you will find doctors, lawyers, priests, people who are freedom fighters, people who stand for the freedom of speech, people who spoke their minds. But many of them, my friend, they have died. But how many? I have been watching these things going on for over 20 years. I am tired. This is horrible. We cannot be quiet about it. If you want to know my numbers, I will tell you, millions have died. And I'm asking the international community, please stop looking at the whitewashed tomb that Kagame presents before you. Please stop looking at the fake Rwanda Kagame put in your eyes. We invite you to do your own report and listen to the investigative journalists and do your own investigation. But do not continue to support this man who is killing people young and old. As I talk to you managed to talk to the phone with a person who was reporting a neighbor, an old lady in her 70s. She was handcuffed by the law enforcement of Rwanda, and they tied her legs, and they threw her in a house where there is nobody, and they left her to die there. These cases represent thousands and thousands of cases of what is going on in Rwanda. If I can give you a short course on Rwanda, Rwanda 101, it will be the case of Anselme Mutuyimana, a wonderful young man who has a political ambition. He was a leader and a spokesperson of FDU Inkingi political party. This weekend, while Rwandans were getting ready to celebrate Victoire Ingabire award ceremony, this young man, Anselme, was taken inside Rwanda by the people in uniform. They took him away, handcuffed him, and the next day he was found dead. When people began to make noise, the government of Rwanda said, okay, we will do the investigation. But guess who is going to do the investigation? The same serial killers, the same people who are destroying lives inside Rwanda. These are the ones who are in charge of the people. The president who does not respect the rule of law. The president who doesn't respect the Constitution. The president who is ordering the killings, as it is shown by the State Department. He is the same one who said, I will speak up for the people. We are asking you, international community, please do not be silent. I and the Rwandans in exile, especially, we will not be quiet in the face of injustice. And we are asking you, please rescue Rwandans. Help us to restore justice into the beautiful country of Rwanda. May God bless you, and may God bless those who stand for justice and freedom for the whole world. Thank you.